You know what he told me?
What?
He said, that girl ain't going liking for food. He said, when I seen her on television, she gained so much weight I didn't even...
You have 60 seconds remaining.
I actually haven't gained weight. That's why I don't understand why people think that.
You were big. I'm serious. You look big.
I only weighed 140 something.
Well, you look humongous. But anyway, darling, I know it's time for us to go. I'll holler at you later. I love you.
All right, love you too. Bye.
All right, be careful, baby.
Please stay tuned.
Hello, you guys. How are you all? Thank you guys for being here. Oh my God, my goodness. I can't even speak. What a way to start the video. I went back and grabbed that clip because I do think that was a huge moment of this year and us digging into all of the TECIA stuff. So I wanted to start with that. Hello, you guys. Merry Christmas. I cannot believe it's almost here. Time flies. So, okay, here's the idea of what we're doing here. When Jen and I were live the other night, we were talking about going through the files and searching for certain words. And a lot of people didn't remember certain situations that had happened that we knew had happened. So I was going to just do like a pre-recorded video going through everything. And then I decided, no, I should do like a hangout. I want to grab a couple things that really stood out to me this year. So I have part of her lawsuit against Kansas Department of Corrections. I want to show you guys again. We're going to revisit. We're going to search through the files for different words and just hang out. And then also we're going to listen to a call, that call with Aunt B, where that clip we just heard came from, the humongous clip. So that's the plan. We're just going to hang out. Jen was going to join us and something came up last minute, something better. So it's just me and you guys. So anyways, hey, Creative Minds. Hey, MK. Hey, Adrian. Hey, Neat. Hey, Tiffany. Riley, good to see you. Hey, Crystal, Tess, Curious Christine. Hey, Teacup. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Gammy. Hey, Megan. Hey, Cherokee Girl. David, good to see you, Pointer Lover. Also, thank you. Hey, Roxanne. Thank you so much, Trio Girl Mom. Merry Christmas, Alex Mods, and everyone. Blessings to all. Merry Christmas to you, and thank you. So, let's see. I'm wondering where we're going to start. What was like the biggest thing that and this is not about the case. Let me be clear. This is just about TECIA's, like her, and digging into what she's been up to, waiting for trial and then after trial. So the call, and we're going to listen to it, that call again in full. It's about 20 minutes. I think it's just under. That was right after the trial. But yeah, what stood out to you the most when it comes to the jail files? I mean, remember the tidbits of TECIA? Hey, everybody. Welcome to Tidbits of TECIA. Matter of fact, you know what? I think we're going to stop by there. Hey, Tell the Truth. Hey, Erica. All right, you guys, 1 second. Let me find something. Hold on. I have that ready to go with our other call. Okay, 1 second. I want to go to my channel and just go to one of those short tidbits of TECIA videos. But yeah, it's been crazy digging into this. This is the first time I've ever looked at something so closely. Went through, hell, that jail file, I think it's like 3,000 pages. And we went through every page on here. Every phone call. It's just crazy. Technically we started with the case file and then the jail file and then the prison file and then the phone calls. And it's just been like a journey of really deep research. And in a way I've never done it before. I've never looked so closely. It's been fascinating, but also infuriating. All right, let's see. So there is a playlist, a Tidbits of TECIA playlist. It's a jail files playlist, actually. Maybe one of the mods could grab it. Tess, will you do me a favor? Do you think you could get the link to that list? Because trying to get it now, but it's not wanting to give me. Hold on, let me see. Maybe I can. Playlist. No. I got it. I can do it. So, all right. If you guys missed it and you're newer here, or you joined at the end, definitely go back and, watch some of those videos. It was a journey for sure, learning all of it. All right. Girls, Nana, thank you for being a member for 13 months, and Merry Christmas to you. And thank you, Tess. My hair's still wet and everything, but and I got my little vanity now in the background. You can see it back there, which I love. Every time we think of Letecia, we all still say WTF. Yes. Hey, Tony. Definitely. Hey, Twilight Star. Okay. I don't know what's going on with my thing. Like, it's being weird. Welcome to Tidbits at the... Hold on. God, this is kind of embarrassing, honestly. Okay, so here we go into our journey. We're going to start here for a second just to watch the beginning of this. Welcome to Tidbits of TECIA, where we talk about TECIA Lynn in small doses because, well, she's a lot. Oh my God. All right, you guys. So today we are going to start a new series where we talk about, oh my goodness. Anyways, you guys. So let me see. Here's the link to the playlist. Hey, Connie. Hey, Edith. If you are interested, hey, Amber. Okay, so let's start here. I think today we're going to go backwards, I guess, starting with the lawsuit. So one of the biggest things that stood out to me, learning about and researching into the jail files of Letecia Stauch, it has been truly, I think that if you were going to choose like a psychological study, if you will, she's a really unique person to do that with, and it's been insane. But one of the things that stood out to me the most, and not that I didn't know this happened, obviously I know that these things happen, but the sweatpants, the fact that she sold her sweatpants. So if you guys didn't know, we have been following the lawsuit. Letecia Stauch went into a lawsuit against the Kansas Department of Corrections, and in this lawsuit she had all these different claims, and part of the process was this Martinez report. So in the Martinez report, it's like a kind of fact checking some of her claims is how it works out. And we learned something interesting. So let's go over here for a second. Let's see. And we're going to go to count number 4, which is retaliation. So she had all these claims against the prison, and this is where the sweatpants came in. This was just completely insane to me. Hold on. Here, let me turn this off for a second. Okay. So y'all don't see me over here panicking, freaking out, trying to read this with my nose up against the screen and everything else. Okay. So, count. Oh my gosh, Alex. Okay, count 4. Plaintiff claims she was denied access. Now, this is the Martinez report. She claims she was denied access to her prison tablet as a form of retaliation for filing a PREA complaint and for filing grievances against prison policy violations. Plaintiff also claims that she was issued a disciplinary report for mailing out gifts as a form of retaliation and as an attempt to prevent her from filing more electronic grievances. You catch that? Mailing out gifts. Like she didn't sell her sweatpants. Curious Christine, thank you for the super chat. Merry, happy greetings of the season. Back at you. Thank you. And Pointer Lover, thank you for being a member 34 months. That's crazy. I love you too so much. I love you so much. And it's just, time flies. Takes me back to, talking about summer and all the stuff that's happened since then. Thank you for being here with me through it all. Appreciate it so much. So mailing out gifts. So plaintiff's tablet was confiscated on February 1st, 2024, after the prison's Enforcement Apprehensions and Investigations Unit became aware that she had sold a pair of her sweatpants on eBay through a third party for $200. Plaintiff's tablet was withheld from her during the investigation and after she was found guilty of violating this code for selling and mailing the sweatpants. Plaintiff regained electronic access to the tablet on May 1st, but with restrictions. She was not denied access to her tablet or issued a disciplinary report as a form of retaliation, but because she broke the rules, she violated policy. Plaintiff did not appeal any claim or grievance alleging her tablet access was removed due to filing a PREA complaint as a form of retaliation to the secretary. So her first step is lawsuit. It's not report it to the prison, report it to the people on charge of the prison, report it to the people in charge of them. Nope, lawsuit. Oh, Amber, we miss you too. The amount of grease and funk on those pants has this still linger in the home of whoever bought them as they linger. Yes, I know. I'm correcting myself, not you, by the way. I'm sorry. I read that wrong, so I was trying to read it correctly. But yes, Tiffany. Ew. Who would want those? I understand that she was like infamous in a way because of what she did. But who in the hell would want those stinky ass sweatpants? I don't know. I wouldn't want anything of hers. But if you were going to choose something like some sort of, they call it murderabilia, which is a whole nother topic. And we went there a little bit. Wouldn't be her nasty ass sweatpants. Who on earth would want them? Somebody. But, ugh. Oh, Lariah, thank you for being a member for 5 months. And Jennifer, thank you for gifting a membership. Yay, Crystal got it. Awesome. Thank you, Jennifer. No, it isn't, Tiffany. You do not sound dumb at all. Are there any documentaries of Letecia or the case? I wonder if there ever will be. Actually, Creative Minds, now that you say that, A&E recently put out a video on the case. If you remind me at the end, I'll grab the link for you guys. I haven't watched it yet, but it has been sent to me. So, I don't know. I haven't seen as many as you might think. But regardless, I think, you guys get the point. The prison sweatpants, that was a huge part of digging into this and learning more. I wonder if I should do our call next. I want to play one call and then digging through the files. Or if we should, let's go to the files. Then we'll go to the call and we can always come back to the files. So, again, that playlist with the tidbits of TECIA videos and other jail file videos, we're going through this huge ass jail file, 3,000 pages. So, you've got several hundred pages of kites, all the complaints that she made, several hundred pages of incident reports, several hundred pages of just logs. So like they'll have activity logs. Well, they'll log what each inmate are doing. So her logs, her commissary. Really, we got everything. I wish we could get this now. I miss Jen too. I'm feeling so much better, Rachel. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe how sick I was. That chapter did a video on her a while back. Amy L was the mysterious buyer. No, yeah, I've never heard. Neat. Scientists might want to study them, or archaeologists. When she took them pants, oh, MK, disgusting. I'd pick the psychedelic dress she was selling on Poshmark. All right, so let's look here for a second. I had typed in when we were looking the other day. I was looking for something in particular, and this popped up. But she says, I saw the blank 11 days ago. This is July 2021. And he said, look for the anxiety meds on the cart, and still nothing on the cart. Medic said nothing was in the system or waiting from pharmacy. Please ask him. I'm struggling. So, that was just a random place. That was for not necessarily meant to be something we looked at tonight. Let's look up vampire, see what we can find, if there's anything in there. I honestly don't know. I did not search before. Uh-oh, wait, I did something wrong. I'll search the word. The original video I was going to search for the word blood, because as disgusting as it is, we know that she was doing artwork with her bodily fluids and stuff like that. Riley, I wonder if something's wrong with my computer, because neither one loaded anything, and I know there's some for that. Hold on. Don't go out on me now. I'm making some candy here, so I'll just be listening. Since chocolate-covered gloves don't work well with typing AP crumbs. Yum, Lariah. Time to call the Volturi. Hey, Boho Hobo. That sounds fun, Lariah. All right. I just duplicate the tab. So what we will do is, that's... Oh my gosh. I'm new at this. I'm sorry. Not been streaming for years. Don't mind me. Okay. Wonder what that's for. Let's see. Ow. All right. Let's just go and listen to the call, and then we'll come back to it. Since it's wanting to be a pain, I've got it the timestamp right for the second call. All right. This is going to be crazy because I haven't listened to it for a while. I went back and grabbed that clip that I had taken. So another thing this year that, was big was calls. And not only our own calls, which you guys spent, we spent a few $1,000s. You guys spent on them, and we've spent on them. But also other channels. So phone calls from prison, got her prison calls. And this was one that caused an uproar, but
okay, I'll talk to you later. Then. Bye, love you, baby.
Love you.
Bye, bye, baby.
Hello?
Hey,
Hey, what you doing?
I just got back from having some breakfast with a friend of mine.
Oh, where'd you go?
We went to
so remember, this is right after the trial. So it's actually the calls we've been listening to lately. This is way after that, which, by the way, I think that we'll do those last ones tomorrow. But they're edited already and stuff.
Oh, that's good.
Ooh, I wish you had some.
I know.
How you doing?
I'm all right. They moved a bunch of people today that was in trouble, so I'm in here by myself now. So I was like, oh, that's good.
You're by yourself now?
Well, I've been by myself the whole time. Like, they had some people, like, right across the hall who, like, if they get in trouble, they bring them in here. Like, if they're fighting or riots or something. But they moved them out this morning, so now it's just me in here.
And she's out of prison. She's not at the El Paso County Jail now. This is after her families watched her trial on TV, even though she told them they weren't allowed to come.
So, are you going to be there at that particular place permanently, Tishaland, or are they going to move you somewhere else?
I asked for them to move me out of state. I think that if someone pushes it, I'll probably have more of a chance to. They just don't have a way to house me right now because it's not safe to have me housed at this facility. That's why I'm by myself.
Well, it's going to be kind of hard to get you moved out of state, from what I've been told by the people here, until you pull a couple years there.
Yeah, and it was easier. She actually got her way, but now in the lawsuit against Kansas prison, she wants to be sent back. The part that's, the clipped part is at the very end of the
That's
call.
not true. They
That's
had
not-
to move Chris
let's not
Watts
listen to it
immediately
together.
because this case was too profile. They've already talked to me about this, so that's
But
different.
where would they move you? Where would they move you to, baby? I mean, they wouldn't move you back to North Carolina or South Carolina,
No,
would
they put an application in, and the application gets put into all the states, and then they get responses back from the states. See, I have no violent behavior or whatever at any facilities. I have none of that. Like, I don't have write-ups and being in trouble and stuff like that. So because of that, it makes it easier.
Letecia, we have your jail file. We know you have lots of write-ups. She doesn't have write-ups or stuff like that. She didn't that's another thing we learned. She threw a whole bunch of shit water out of the toilet on her cellmate because she wanted to be moved or wanted her moved. I can't remember.
Because the headquarter people came and talked to me. They drove all the way here from Colorado Springs and talked to me. They said that, because we talked it, and they told me about how, because I said, well, you had to move Chris Watts to Wisconsin, and then, because with Chris Watts, if you look it up, it's the same case like mine, and then they moved him right away, and then James Holmes, it took them like 9 months to move him. The reason they took it 9 months to move him, that was like the Batman shooter here, he had schizophrenia. So because he has schizophrenia, they had to find him a facility that had people who can treat people with schizophrenia. So they came and talked to me about it already, because I told them that's what I wanted to happen, was be moved out of state because my case was too high profile here and they can't put me in population.
Which we know that is true. That I will give her that. There are a lot of inmates who know exactly who she is and exactly what she's done.
Oh, okay, I understand now. So if they move you out of state, I hope it's someplace where,
Yeah, closer.
Well, yeah, or New York or Texas or someplace like that. Someplace where I can go and stay with somebody.
Well, I have to stay on them because it's the only way. So I already filed paperwork with the case manager explaining, hey, I've talked to headquarters. I would like them to consider, because the headquarters have to make a decision. I would like for them to consider the whole out-of-state thing. And then I list the reason why is because I had all these physical segs here from county. And then I listed all the different things about that. And then, so it's just, they've been meeting. I've been in this.
I'll tell you what, we'll skip through halfway because another thing I want to do tonight while we're here, a huge part of this year that I am honestly so proud of was the fundraisers that we did. So I just want to look at some of the memes from the meme contest with you guys. But remember, when the situation came out that the photos of Gannon had been shared, it was something that we wanted to talk about. It was really important to us to have the conversation, but we didn't want to monetize it. And so we decided, why don't we do a fundraiser? And we did a fundraiser on that live, and then another fundraiser in honor of Gannon during the meme contest. And they went to different organizations, but we raised, what was it, $5,000 total, I think? Maybe, I don't know, maybe one of you guys remember, but I know it was at least over a couple $1,000s. And I'm just really proud of us for that one.
Where you can have computers for emails and stuff.
For email.
Well, I go to the other places for that. Like email me. You can email me. I email you back. But
so I can email you.
Yeah, if you email me today, they'll bring it to me either tonight or tomorrow morning. That's just how they do it.
So instead of me writing you a letter, I can just write you a letter and an email.
Yep. They'll bring that right to me on a piece of paper, print it out, and I'll have your email.
Do you have an email address there yet?
No, you put the 197.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, you just put in there, and that's what they do. And then I sent the paperwork for that return, and the case manager is supposed to come talk to me. He's supposed to come talk to me anyway about what's updating about like they're gonna just leave me in this place I'm in by myself,
I really
try to do whatever.
There's some better places, dude.
I think the mental health guy was saying he had talked to the head people, and he was like, I suggested that you just stay by yourself. So.
Well, I'm not there. I'm never in your situation.
Yeah, it's just hard because you stay by yourself and you have to stay. It's just you can't go outside. You can't. You know what I mean? But you can't do anything. But they have to. You have to remember, like, they're responsible if something happens to me.
And if you guys haven't checked out the channel Phone Calls from Prison, that's who uploaded the prison calls. And they've got calls with many other people. A lot of the Wade Wilson calls are over there. I'm going to drop the link in the chat right now. But, yeah, check it out because they've covered other stuff, too.
They're liable. So now, because I'm here, you have the 8th Amendment, where you don't have it when you're in county, but you have it when you're here. So, they have to remember that, and that's why they're doing all the like considering all options, because if something to me, they're liable, they can be sued. You know what I mean?
Right.
So.
Let me ask you this: can you do any online classes with school or anything?
Yeah, but obviously, I already have all degrees there is, so everything that they have.
You have. Can you do online classes or schooling? Yeah, but obviously, I've already got all the degrees there is. You do? You have all the. Wow, I didn't know that. That's insane. Considering now we did fact check. She didn't do her dissertation for her doctorate. So I don't know. People can make up their minds how they feel about it, but she did do like online schooling. She doesn't have all the degrees there is. Letecia, you can always better yourself. See, that annoys me. It's like, look where you're at. You have really nothing else to do. Why would you not want to? I don't know. I just don't know why you wouldn't want to maybe take some classes. Oh, I've already got all the degrees there is. Well, that's not even good English, Letecia. Freaking idiot.
Here it's only it's like basic GE courses. What else was in that paper? There was a cosmetology thing, I
don't write nothing like that. Some help with that, girl.
I think there was one more thing, but I met with the chaplain already. She came over here and saw me herself. I put in a request and she came right away. She came over here and talked to me, and she gave me like all the channels to watch Red Rocks Church and their church and stuff like that. So she did that, and then she said she would come see me every week if she could. But she brought me.
But maybe if there's any kind of classes you can take online, you love education, regardless if you are incarcerated, you can still take some kind of classes, and they may put you somewhere where you can help other inmates if you got a degree in something.
Well, they wouldn't have a problem with that. That's the thing of it is, they've already said if I was just here regularly, I would already be working with them in that department. Like, that's where I could get a job at. But I can't. It's too dangerous. Like, they sent me to medical, and it was dangerous just sending me to medical. So, like, they haven't even took me to medical to do my labs or any of that stuff, because taking me out of this doing it all is a risk. They're just not going to take that risk right now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I understand now.
And probably even when you probably even learned from your grandpa, like, inmates run the building. COs don't run it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they do all the jobs.
Well, that's true.
They do all the work.
Yeah, do they teach
You know, they do all the cleaning, all the food, do everything. The guards are not. Yeah, they're not here with you.
Yes, the inmates do. They cook the food. They do, you know, there's people who work in the kitchen, people who work in the laundry, people who do the janitor work. Yeah, they should. What do you expect them to do? Get taken care of? They should take care of themselves. Okay? That's not something special. They're still inmates and the prison is ran like by the warden and the guards. However, if you're talking about like they take care of all the things that have to be done, they run the prison, sure.
There's this little bubble that's over here in the middle, and the bubble, I mean, shoot, somebody could be killing you, and it'd take them 5 minutes to get out of the bubble, check out, get over where you're at, you know, so that's why they don't, you know, take chances with certain security because they just don't have the manpower here, you know, like you got one guard with hundreds of women with shanks and knives and all kinds of stuff, so they ain't gonna do, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand. But anyway, I don't want to talk all your minutes out.
All right.
But I love you, darling, and when he comes, he said it'll be this afternoon. So when Kenny comes, if we can go ahead and I'll talk to Kenny about we'll try getting your TV and all, and we'll try to go ahead and get your TV. If we put in for it tomorrow, it'll be a couple of days and you'll get it.
Yeah, it's catalog, so then they'll bring it within like the next. So like if I put it in tomorrow, I'll be on the catalog for June. But if I put it in after tomorrow, because they cut off, like you have to have everything in by the 1st. And if you don't have by the 1st, then you have to wait till the next month to get the catalog stuff. So
I need to do it before the end of this month.
Oh, I can't wait for y'all to see these things.
Yeah, you have to do it for the end of the month in order to get it for the next. You see what I'm saying? Because they order it and it gets brought here.
Okay.
Because I ordered the shoes and I ordered the radios, so I did that first thing this morning when I checked it. And then I'll get the shoes. Like I said, I needed shoes. I can't walk around here in flip-flops. But
no, you don't. You need some shoes. But you need to make
wearing a smirk.
and you know, I know by yourself now, and that's good because you don't have to worry about other inmates stealing your stuff.
Yeah, no, they won't. I doubt they'll put it with anybody anytime soon.
Yeah, well, I'll get that took care of for you. What else you need, baby?
I think that's it. I'm not worried about any food or none of that.
Now, just a second, because we're not quite done yet. We're just nearing the end of this call, and it is chef's kiss. But Tell the Truth says, didn't they say Elle was illiterate? So, yes, they did. Now, that came from the prison file, which I could probably find pretty quickly if we wanted to. But on that, basically intake paperwork, not basically, on her intake paperwork, they did say she was illiterate. They absolutely did.
So if I could get the TV and have the radio, because I can buy myself, that'd help me, So that
your daddy laughed at me yesterday. He was talking to me on the phone. You know what he told me?
What?
Your daddy laughed at me.
He said that girl is going like for food. He said, I seen her on television.
That girl ain't going lacking for food.
She gained so much weight I didn't even.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
I actually haven't gained weight. That's why I don't understand why people think that.
I actually haven't gained weight. That's why I don't understand why people think that. Like, it's only your like elderly family members would say something like this to you in this way and not even realize how offensive they are. Here, let me not say anything and let it.
I think that's it. I'm not worried about any food or none of that stuff. If I could just get the TV and then have the radio, because I got myself, that'd help me the most, So that
your daddy laughed at me yesterday. He was talking to me on the phone. You know what he told me?
What?
He said that girl ain't working for food. He said when I seen her on television, she gained so much weight I didn't even.
You have 6 seconds remaining.
I actually haven't gained weight. That's why I don't understand why people think that.
You were big. I'm serious. You look big.
I only weighed 140 something.
Well, you look humongous. But anyway, darling, I know it's time for us to go. I'll holler at you later. I love you.
All right, me too. Bye.
Oh my God, I can hear Jen. Jen, where are you? Music City Mom, thank you for being a member for 19 months. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
What?
He said, that girl ain't going liking for food. He said, when I seen her on television, she gained so much weight I didn't even.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
I actually haven't gained weight. That's why I don't understand why people think that.
You were big. I'm serious. You look big.
I only weighed 140 something.
Well, you look humongous. But anyway, darling, I know it's time for us to go. I'll holler at you later.
Well, you look humongous. But anyway, darling, I know it's time to go, baby. I love you. Oh my God. Like what? I don't think when we started digging into this, we knew what we were getting into. How could we know? We had no idea. Jennifer, we do have some emojis that might work for that. For the channel members, and a lot of them actually, there's a couple based on that clip right there, and then some other things that were TECIA related. Oh my God, this is Ain't Bees only redeeming quality. Oh, Tess, thank you for being. Oh, I was about to thank you for being a member. Thank you for the super chat. Allie, thank you for being a light in a sometimes dark community. Your heart, ethics, and laugh bring us all joy. Love you. Merry Christmas. Oh, I love you too. Thank you, Tess. Ow. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Why people think that? So this wasn't the first. I know, Natasha. No, it wasn't. And then, oh my God, Teacup had a comment. For one, I agree with you. I wouldn't be surprised if she was functionally illiterate. But I love your other comment. Where is it at? Well, shit. I don't think I'm going to find it. I've overlooked it or something. Kelly says, because of this case, at 45, I got my degree in justice from a hospital bed fighting a disease. I graduated the same day as my daughter. That's freaking awesome, Kelly. Proud of you. It was you, Teacup, doing like Aunt Brenda talk, though. Oh, Titanium, I hope you feel better. Just slides out her mouth like butter. All right, so now let's go over here for just a second because the meme contest, again, we used this opportunity to, what even got this started? I think because of the clip, the You Were Big TECIA clip, like that we just heard, somebody sent a picture or it was either because of that, somebody sent a picture that they had made of her with like AI, or because of like the Ring, her being compared to like the girl off the Ring and stuff. It's possible that somebody had sent I don't know, maybe that's what got it started. I don't know what gave us the idea, but we took the opportunity. It was only supposed to be regarding TECIA, nothing about the case, just like to clown her and the jail files and that kind of stuff. And the winner won money, but they actually donated the money back to the charity because we turned the chat into like the charity button fundraiser thing. So anyway, here's one. It says, Maria, the Russian spy with a Spanish accent, obviously. I just grabbed a few of them. Oh, wow, Riley, that's interesting. I didn't know she was covering that. Hey, Mayla's mom. I would normally say that wasn't nice of Aunt B, but I will make an exception in Letecia's case. Why so serious? I am a meme queen. Oh, Heather. I mean, honestly, we could do that, but I will say there were some people who are not happy about it, and I can understand that, honestly. When I first started YouTube, like, it was hard for me to handle any kind of constructive criticism like that, but I try to do, like, I don't know, I try not to let it personally get to me. And when I think about it, taking that out of it, any personal feelings, I guess I could see why some people were upset, and I wouldn't want to do that again. But like I said, the whole point was it was about her, not the awful situation she created. I don't know. I had fun. I would be open to it for sure. All right, let's look at our next one. Common sense is like deodorant. Those who need it most never really use it. Look at the Tisha face in the picture, though. That's the best part. Like, that face. Okay. My prison window will only be this big, right? And for those of you guys who don't know, which when we went through the jail files, we got to see it. We had always heard about this letter and her talking about threats in her peanut butter and sneaking out the window. We actually got to see it in the file. Bye, Letecia. Oh, reminds me of Bindi. You weren't, Natasha? Oh my gosh, yeah. So Melissa, me, who else joined us? Maybe Teresa. We had like several of us and we judged it. And then the winner who did the best one, like I said, they won a cash prize, but they ended up giving it back to the charity. And I think we might have raised like around $2,000 on that one. But it's been so much. Like, I can't believe, I don't know, like how much time and how much research we've done into this. It's been crazy. I've enjoyed it though with you guys. I really have. It's interested me. That's why we've done it. But also I know that you guys were interested too. So it was just so fun to like dig in and research together and go through every page of everything and really like, I don't know. I just enjoyed it. So thank you guys so much for being here and doing it with me. I was watching Letecia replays before I knew lives. Wow, Natasha, I feel like you've been here with us since like Tisha started here, but it's crazy. I remember the contest, yeah. Some people were not happy, and I can understand that, like I said. I mean, I don't want to offend anybody. I get it. It'd be different. I think if like any of us doing the contest were trying to gain something from it, or like we just wanted to do something fun and maybe give back a little bit or create the space for that. You know what I mean? But yeah. Oh, Crafty True Crime. I appreciate you too. Thank you. Yes, Riley. Wasn't Letecia trying to say there was a van stalking her out the window of the jail? Yes, she was. Paparazzi. She basically thought she was so famous. People were, stalking, hiding out to get pictures. Right. And also clown her evil ass. Exactly. I remember screaming at my phone, scaring my dogs, pissing my boyfriend off. Been around almost 11 months, but didn't chat until a couple months in. Well, I'm freaking glad you're here, Natasha. Oh my God, last night you were like, oh, I hope, Melissa, I just can't help but think of Melissa with this stuff too, but her and I laughed and laughed and laughed because of that cake bee crumbs and the magnets. I hope she had the best birthday. But, yeah. Sherry, thank you for being a member for 5 months. I'd love to talk to Letecia on the phone just to see how long it would take for her to hang up on me. Don't forget, she was literally getting reported to about our lives. She was messaging me on that Getting Out app, and I couldn't message her. Never sent the first one. Just like adding her as a contact to be able to look at her stuff, she blocked me immediately and then would unblock and message back and then block again and like then unblock, message back and block again, just back to my lives, like in response. I am behind on the chat, but I guarantee you her degrees are fraudulent. RL, we looked into that, so I don't think that she's legitimately got a doctorate, in my opinion, but because she went to, I think had she went to an in-person school or even online, but a different school and finish 100%, I would maybe think of her differently. Not that that school can't be good. I don't know. I had to go back and listen to what you said. Oh my gosh, I was crying tears. Yeah, she said, who sent me this glorious present? She's like, she had thanked you for the cake and said that she can't wait to try it or try it later or something. Let me just move on. Y'all, I'm getting confusing. Anyways, we laughed. Okay, the next one. Let's play Letecia Bingo. We have doggy diapers, fashion, 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 fake polygraph. Wow. Edgardo. Crazy, not insane. The candle incident by Felicia. Ensure. Believe TECIA mode. Volkswagen Tiguan, both pronunciations. Anything. The dogs. Aunt Brenda. Peanut butter poison. Wacom. Quincy Brown. Find.me.a.richguy.who.wants.me to take care of his kids. Prisneyland face transplant near me. Yada, 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 and pregnant belly full of cash. Oh my gosh. That was a good one. Whoever made that took some thought. Forgot about her Ensure infatuation. I know, it's crazy because that's me too. I'm remembering things. It says irony. This is that fuck around and find out meme. Irony. When the prison brings in a guest speaker to present about self-control and they invited Letecia for some reason. All right. I love this one. Her face on the little girl's face when you get a new job and they expect you to show up. Look at her face. Merry Christmas, AK. Oh, her daughter is much brighter and just a better person, I think, in general. I love that one. This one was one of my favorites. Hey, Bellas. Yeah, Lil Red. We're just going back through the year, through some of the couple reports. I have her commissary list pulled up now from that file. A clip, just talking about the sweatpants, just kind of hanging out and talking about like all the research and all the stuff that we've learned and listened to and looked at along the way. Yes, Aunt B, I saw something I need. Send me more money. I love this one just because of the face she's making. But I still remember Jen laughing about that face. This is fashion. With the arms out just like the meme. Look at her. Look at her hair. Oh God, she looks like a demon to me. Ugh. All jokes aside, like you look at her and that's pure evil. Hey, Christine. Merry Christmas. Well, now we know a little bit of what she's up to. So if you haven't followed every step of the journey, I wouldn't blame you. You'd have to be like super, super invested and interested because we read through 3,000 pages of jail files and prison files, case files, whatever. But now we've been going through a lawsuit. So she's currently suing the prison she's in now, Kansas Department of Corrections. And in that lawsuit, we've learned she's, number one, sold her prison sweatpants for $200 to some fool on eBay. Some dumbass. No, I'm just kidding. But TECIA sweatpants, I mean, I can understand collecting something, but Letecia sweatpants, like, okay. We also know that she's still lying, still up to her bullshit. And we know that she is currently basically kind of working as the prison civil suit attorney for the other inmates. And that doesn't come from her. That comes from another inmate. So we know a little bit, but I don't know. On Christmas, I think in the prison, they probably get a special dinner. They probably have a couple extra little things, but at the end of the day, it's still prison, Christmas in prison. But she's a jail lawyer. God help them all. Tess. I've been here every step. It's been an amazing ride. And when we run out of TECIA phone calls, I really don't know what I'm going to do with myself. So our last ones are edited now, and we're going to probably do them tomorrow. But I can't tell you what it is because Jen and I are going to surprise you guys if it works out. But there are some things that you guys would really love to see that we might be able to see. I can't say anything else than that except for it's just a little last piece of the puzzle that we might be able to get. And if we are, it's going to be really interesting. If you followed every step of the way, I think you'll really enjoy it. So fingers crossed it works out. Rachel did write us back, and she's working on it. So we'll see. Imagine getting advice from Letecia. Allie is such a tease. I want to tell you guys so bad. You heard me when Jen was on here the other day. I'm like, can we tell them? But it's best to surprise you. So, but who wore it better? Who? I'd say the top. Hannibal. Uh-oh. This one, I think, won the meme contest. I don't always tell the truth, but when I do, I don't. I remember Melissa loved this one for sure. I want all the memes back from the fundraiser. That was the best laugh so far, Shelly Bean. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. Please spill the beans. Like I said, it'll help. Yeah, that's MJ's favorite. It'll help us wrap up, tie up loose ends, and then we'll have to move on and get the files for someone else or dig into something else. There's so many other things to look into. I will say, though, it's like you can't help what grabs you, what you're interested in, what you want to learn about, what you want to know more about. She showed it before we started, Ari. Yeah, Rachel is yes, sorry. Hey, Sarah Bellum. You should read her Kites from Jail. They're ludicrous. They're ludicrous. Luda. I can't say it like, the Kardashian with the glasses. I know, Adrian. Oh, my goodness. Jodi Arias would be really interesting. Yeah, K-Wags. I think she would have some interesting ones, too. That would be, whew. All right, RL. Good. All right. The statue. The statue. Oh, my God. Whoa. Yeah, there's been so much, you guys. Wow. It truly has been a journey. I'm so glad I did this live so we could kind of just talk about it all. And, as much as awful as my feelings are towards her, like, I'm thankful that for you guys and for the friendship with you guys and the conversation. It has been like completely fascinating. I can't keep calm. I'm going to Disneyland. Yeah. It's a funny thing. She, when she found out that YouTube was talking about her, she thought, she started sending me those messages. I'm so happy. We love it here. It's great. We get anything we want. Blah, 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 blah. And then a few months later, we find out she's suing that prison too because of the horrible treatment in there. It's like, so I don't know how those texts would look for your lawsuit. But Gammy says, I'm clubbing. Hey, Rayanne. Yes, Raven, I have shared those messages. Oh gosh, I don't know exactly the title of the live. I suppose I could try to find it and maybe pin it in the comments later. Oh, thank you, AK. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. Snippet of Leticia's recent Google searches. Dating for women in prison. YouTube, Alex Erickson. How to make friends in prison. Letecia Stauch. Who is on the 49ers team? Alex Erickson, YouTube again. Who is George Glass? How greasy is too greasy hair? How to hide fake note in prison food. Look at her on the toilet. The YouTube, Alex Erickson. How to make friends in prison. Letecia Stauch. Alex Erickson, YouTube. I'm sorry, that one is a good one. I love that one. Okay, Sherry, is it on email? That is funny. If she could Google, I'm sure she's Googling it. Who is George Glass? So she also, when she messaged, she talked about this boyfriend she had, and we made a joke. You know, Wolfie had brought up that Brady Bunch clip where, like, Jan's talking about her boyfriend, George Glass, because the glass on the table makes her think of the name. Okay, so this one says, now, you're sure you don't have any notes? I'm positive. Proceed to take out notes. Dude, his facial expressions at times, oh my gosh. I can smell that photo. Oh, Sherry, that was really sweet. Thank you. Oh, you didn't have to do that. Thank you so much. Aw. I didn't know that's what you meant. I was thinking like a message or email or something. That was really very sweet. Thank you. No, it's okay. I'll read it, Abellis. Just let me know. I'll look for your comment. You don't have to make it a super chat, babe. Raven, if I'll look for it too. If you send me an email, I can send it to you personally once I find it. The first video I did of them, I put on private, but it's an unlisted link that I could send you. I just didn't want to push her messages out to the world because I kind of got to thinking, and I thought maybe this is what she wants. She wants these messages to get out, so I'm not going to do that for her. Look, at the end of the day, as much as we've spent a lot of time looking into everything with the case and with her, I have a lot of respect for Gannon's parents, and I don't know Al, and I don't know Landon either. I do know her. I've talked to her years ago on TikTok and text. We used to talk a little bit back and forth, and she was so unbelievably kind and just loving. You could feel it through regular conversation, and especially about Gannon. And I just, I didn't want to put her message out and disrespect them, and especially Landon, who I think really seems to be an incredible person, and she's already been through hell, so, Okay, Lil Ren. RL, yeah, it was about how good prison was, how dumb we were, like everything that we talked about in the lives about her case and stuff like that. I will say at one point she did almost say that she felt sorry because I was very rude to her once she finally unblocked me, and I was like, I can send a message. And at one point I told her, you need to tell the truth. You need to hold yourself accountable. And she's like, who the hell are you? How do you know that I don't go back to my cell and cry every night? I have to put on a hard face for the world because I'm in prison. But you don't know what you don't know. And that was pretty shocking. But that was about it with anything important. Otherwise, it was just, prison's great. We give KFC and you're wrong about this, and this in your video. And I can't remember. Oh, Bellis. Can you please find out what Letecia's Christmas dinner will be? Hopefully it's moldy bread and puddle water that have been through a pigeon. Thank you, Abellis. I wonder if I called the prison if they would tell us. Like, what's on the menu for lunch and dinner for Christmas Day? I will try that. B Crumbs and Tess, do me a favor, remind each other and remind me to do that, because I don't have anywhere to write it right this second, but I don't want to forget. I'm interested in that as well. Undercooked ham and green jello. Oh my gosh. Now you're sure you don't have any notes. I'm positive. Proceeds to take out notes. Oh my God, I'll never forget that. Oh, that's for calls. I think that's it. Yep. Okay. So the next thing. One who sees, thank you for being a member for 17 months. Even if she cries every single night for the rest of her life, it is not enough. Amanda, I'm with you 100%. Thank you, Brenda. I think you did the right thing. They've been through so much and had to deal with Gannon's privacy being violated. Kudos to you. Oh, I appreciate that. But yeah, I mean, honestly, like, did I do the wrong thing by putting it out even for I think it was immediately after it ended, I put it on private. Maybe you guys that were there can remind me, but maybe I shouldn't have ever even done it in the first place, but thank you. Thank you, Raven. But yeah, I'll send you that link privately. You can share those links without it being public. Hey, Rosetta Stone. Silent subscriber here. Just wanted to say thank you for your coverage on this case. You cover it with such dignity and grace. Also, thanks for the laughs and Tisha's snark tonight. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Means a lot to me. I'm sure there are times when I've been maybe insensitive, or I don't know. I'm not perfect. So, but I will say that, like, if I did, like, it means a lot to me to not cause any harm. Like, that is really important to me. That's my goal with any case that we're talking about, not to cause more harm to the people involved. I think that we have to be able to discuss the truth of what's going on. Makes me teary-eyed, but what's going on out there, but in a way that is respectful. You know what I mean? I tell you who should write a book is her daughter. Get a ghostwriter and tell what living with her is like. RL, actually, I may have the video of that. Let me see, because she did say on a TikTok live recently that, number one, she doesn't talk to her mom at all. She also said that she didn't want to go on like the news or Lifetime or any kind of like interview or podcast to tell her story, because she doesn't want them to be in control of the messaging, but she wants to tell her story and talk about how you are not your parents. You're not their, if they've done horrible things, you haven't done horrible things, that kind of thing. And that she's going to do her own podcast to talk about that. Let me see. I swear I think I have it. Yes. Here. I don't know how much of it I got in the clip, but let's go over to it for a second, and then we'll come back and look at the
of college and school. So once I graduate, I'll have like more of a direction and act like stable, like steady lifestyle. And I feel like it'll be easier to.
But I'm with you. I say, write a book, Harley. Tell your story. You are brilliant, beautiful, and you are bigger than what you could even imagine. You can go further, and you are not your mother. And it's okay to grieve your brother and your mom, and it's okay to admit that to the world. And yeah, do your thing, and don't let that, like, if you ever hear this, I hope she knows that, because she's gotten a lot of backlash, and even we've given her some sass before. There are times where we have, when like the phone calls with her laughing about the being invited to the vigil and stuff. But she was young, and she deserves some grace, in my opinion. So I hope that she knows that most people just want the best for her, and don't want anything any more bad for her in her life. Good God, this child has been through enough. Don't forget, she found out about the way her father passed away right at the time of the trial. She was told her whole life, and admitted during the trial, that she was told her dad was robbed and gunned down when he actually overdosed. And at the end of the day, both are terrible. But how scary to think that like a bunch of guys came and like gunned down your dad. I mean, it's just terrifying. I don't know what kind of sick, twisted shit TECIA was doing there, but
accomplish everything that I want to. So I'm just trying to focus on one thing at a time right now.
Julie.
I can't read the comments. Okay. Yes, it was really hard, actually. I wanted to comment back to so many people so many times, and I had to write my comment and delete it because I couldn't. I actually think it does work. There's like a lot of studies for it. I actually want to get it for myself because I've had migraines since I was like 12. And I've tried medication. I've tried almost a little bit of everything, and nothing works. So I would love to try it. Since I was like 12. And I've tried medication. I've tried almost a little bit of everything, and nothing works. So I would love to try it.
Henry, I will say this. She recently posted about how hard it was recently, having lost her mom and grieved her loved ones. I think it's possible a lot of that was in private. How could she not? You know what I mean? I think that's just kind of how I look at it, though. I don't know. But right, Adrian. I'm glad you did too.
Y'all are funny.
I don't even remember like where she says it. Uh-oh. What am I doing? What did I do? Oh, she said like she wants to, because that was kind of the point. Like she didn't know. She wants to help other kids who might be in the same situation where something like this has happened to you and your parent was the perpetrator, basically. My words, this is the way I took it. You're kind of in a situation where you don't know what to do. You don't know how to handle it. You don't know how to move on.
Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to read comments. A lot of natural stuff, so. What is ENT?
Here.
And me, and it honestly makes me feel so good.
Here we go.
Alex, that is my goal.
I think I said like you could help so many other people, something like that.
I read a lot of.
I will say, okay, I'm going to put the link. We're going to listen to this part. This is the part, but I will put this link in the chat so you guys can grab it and watch it. I think it's just available for members or maybe Patreon members, but if you're in the chat and you grab the link, you'll be able to save it and watch it later.
Alex, that is my goal. I read a lot of people's messages that they send me, and honestly makes me feel so good when people are like that I'm just being like inspirational, and it's nice because I don't do anything on purpose. So I feel like even though I went through a very terrible situation and like my family did, I'm just trying to like be positive and help other people who are in anything, and just be like a positive light for everybody. And just like all the things I struggle with. In one of my videos, I don't know if you guys saw it, but one day I want to have like a scholarship for kids who lost their parents and can't afford to go to college, and that's like their dream.
She wants to have a scholarship for kids. Oh my God. See what I mean? Like that is awesome. I love that. I grieve very privately, but here I've opened up a little, mostly because you guys are good people and I feel safe. Crystal, I know, and I'm so sorry. I've been thinking about you at this, just with the time of year, and I just cannot imagine what you must be going through, and I'm so sorry. So sorry. And Heather, I love this comment, and you know what? I totally agree, and I wonder if there is any way to kind of like not facilitate it, but just like guide them in each other's direction, because yeah, they would be they could think about it. Lori, which it's crazy, but we covered those, talked about those really at the same time. They were going to trial at the same time. Has anybody been watching his channel, by the way?
Because they want a career where you need like a degree. I'd love to have like a scholarship for that, or just like even like mentorship, really anything. I know I'm so close to the screen because I have 20/20 vision, but like some reason whenever I'm reading, I have to be really close to read.
Okay, so dang. It's been a long journey, you guys. Yes, I watch it. I do. I watch him. He's so raw and honest. I think he's doing a great job. It's really cool to see him open up. Like, think about it. When we follow these cases, just like with Harley, like we're so curious about how they're moving forward and what they're up to and that kind of stuff. And I don't know. I just think it's like an inside look we don't always get. So. What did Henry say? However, if H is holding herself out to be a public figure by going on channels, then a statement to the effect that she regrets would be good. I don't disagree, Henry. All of the kindness inside of Tisha was transferred to Harley during birth. My God, and she's beautiful. She is. Beautiful girl. But she's not going on channels, by the way. Trio Girl Mom, have you been here the whole time, by the way? Thank you so much for your super chat before it started. I want to make sure to say thank you. Right, Natasha? That's true. I mean, I could see her making a statement about it. I don't disagree that could be helpful for some people, but also I'm kind of like, she said a little bit here and there. Not everybody's built for those. I don't know. I don't think she has to for me. But I could see how some people might feel, especially, those first phone calls about the vigil and stuff. Those are tough listens. They are. Okay. So before we go, let's go over to her commissary list. We'll see if the search button or search will work again too. And just kind of look. Just random place. So hot corn chips, Milky Way candy bar, envelopes. Oh, antiperspirant. What? No. Whole shebang. Iced honey bun. There's lots of shebangs. Lots of pickles. Okay, only this idiot will complain and complain and complain to get kosher meals and then sign an agreement with the jail. I will not eat anything that's not kosher, and then go brag to the guards that you guys are making this whole spread and you're about to make a dessert after that. Yeah, you're an idiot. You're going to lose your kosher. It's not retaliation. It's just called you're dumb. Let's see if it works. Oh. Uh-oh. It freaking worked. We'll try to find her vampire comments and then I'll let you go. She's a Conan O'Brien if they made it only in reverse. This bitch has more in prison than I do at Target. Yeah, she can thank Ain't B for that. You're so right, AK. When you are able to admit that kind of stuff, it is pretty life-changing. So here's the kite she sent out that says, the Depps refuse to let anyone clean. The week prior, it was 4 days in a row until I asked them to let me clean due to extended time without it. This happens on night shift regularly. We have a ward trustee and people who are responsible to clean. This is a health hazard. Blood, pathogens from sanitary napkins, and COVID. I understand they have freedom, but setting on chat boxes and shopping should come second to us cleaning. I know this because we watched Ralph on April 23rd do it all night on the PC through the window reflection. So she's telling on old Ralph for scrolling his phone while he's working. You snitch, Tisha. God, I've forgotten about these. There's been so much. I mean, I had blood drawn. All right, let's get out of her kites, though, because that's... Oh, my gosh. This is my second kite. I need to be bottom bunk. I've never had an issue with this. She had to wash matted blood out of her hair after oh, my good Lord. So this doctor came in, but she's really an actor because I saw the camera men when I was leaving. Do not release info to her. She is fictitious. She is trying to get info on justice. I may not take meds coming up for a few days because it's my 4 days of blood consumption. I need clothes, so I stopped putting the blood in a cup and drinking it. Need underwear too. Please, I haven't showered in 3 weeks. Oh my God. 1909. I need to remember that because here she is admitting she hasn't showered in 3 weeks. Okay, now. On this one, this is one of those ward, like the whole ward reports. And she says, inmate Stauch was pacing in her cell, so I stopped to ask if she was all right. I observed her holding a milk carton with a couple of fingers inside the carton. We just talked about this one. Inmate Stauch was saying something along the lines of, nobody can replace the king and that Jesus is coming. She was also repeating, in the remembrance of Jesus. She also said that she's a vampire and likes to drink blood. While proceeding to take a drink out of her milk carton, I asked her multiple times what was in her milk carton. She ignored me and kept talking to herself. I asked if she was bleeding anywhere on her body. She says, Genevieve is in perfect condition. Okay, here's another one. This is the painting one. While walking another health and welfare check, Stauch stopped me and asked if I liked the painting on her wall. I told her I could not really see it. Inmate Stauch informed me she made the painting with blood. I asked inmate Stauch where the blood came from. Stauch said the Victorian brought it to me. The Victorian brings me everything I need. I am a humanitarian and I eat people because I need to have the blood. I asked Stauch to show me her hands and arms to make sure she wasn't wounding herself. She had no markings on her. She showed me her legs, no visible marks. Stauch said again, I told you the Victorian sent me the blood so I could drink. And this is where her disgusting painting. God only knows where this blood was coming from. She is disgusting. Hey, Artemis. I know there's another one, though. So we had just talked about these ones. Let me continue a little bit. Are there any words you guys want me to search before we go? Oh, God. Miss Stauch had blood on her face during formal welfare check. At 4:20 a.m., I'm in medical section assisting a deputy with breakfast at 4:20 while conducting the formal welfare check in blank, occupied solely by Letecia Stauch. I saw a significant amount of blood smeared all over her face, but none on her neck, her jumpsuit, the cell, or the mattress. I asked what happened, and she said nothing. I told her I needed to take a picture to get medical to evaluate her, and she said, no, you don't. You don't have permission to do so. She said it must be from my nosebleed. And then talked about sleepwalking. Okay. This is when she loses her tooth. I wish we had those photos of her face. Not that, but I feel like it's a little bit after this. Oh, here's the peanut butter threats, isn't it? Let's see. Oh, no. This is a letter. Oh, my God. Where she's telling on other inmates and all kinds of stuff. I don't harass people in the shower sexually. I had to hear her tell blank, Deputy Blank, to, quote, lick her pussy, unquote. Oh, my gosh, Letecia. It's crazy when you hear her calls and hear her talk about snitches and you read through and you see how much she snitches. It's like, oh my God. I guess she never imagined that this stuff would be known. Sarah Boone and Letecia, can you imagine them as roommates? Upon housing duty, oh God, I forgot about this, you guys. Upon assuming duties of the ward at 2,000 hours, I was informed inmate Stauch was claiming to go on a hunger strike as an attempt to be housed in medical. The hunger strike. I went into blank and inmate Stauch stated, "This is going to make me hurt myself. I'm going to break my hands when I go in there because there are no cameras in there." Oh my God, I'm going to break my hands. Wow, you guys. I wish there was an easy way to share files so anyone who wanted to read through these could easily do it. I do have them uploaded to like a Google Drive, but just a pain. Letecia said she was hearing voices and asked if she could contact mental health. How do you think this is going to get you out of what she had done? You know, because it is like, right, like reading through it, it can be kind of funny and stupid. And there's just like, you see these dumb pictures of her looking like an idiot in the smock. And, you know, you can get a laugh out of it, right? But it's really not, if you think about it, at the core of what it is, it's not funny at all. You're trying to get out of what you did, which was disgusting. Toilet talking. Here we have the toilet talking. Getting in trouble for the toilet talking. She never gets in trouble, though. Didn't we just hear her say that to Aunt Brenda? But I never get in trouble, and I'm not violent. I only throw feces on other inmates. I wonder if I could find that one, what I would search. Toilet. I'm sure there's a whole lot of results for the word toilet, though, knowing TECIA. Oh, God, you guys. This one is... Oh, my God, I forgot about this. She had admitted details to another inmate. I'll end it here in case you guys forgot about it. I will say this is the one that is, it's very rare that these incident reports will be related to the case, but this one is. And it's a tough one, but to listen to. So at approximately 13:55 hours, I was assisting Deputy Shanahan. Another inmate was doing this. She was standing by the desk. The inmate is redacted, obviously. She was inquiring as to whether or not Stauch had been sentenced yet. I knew that inmate blank was referring to inmate Stauch. Previously, Stauch was housed in blank, and their cells were next to each other, and they would often talk. Inmate blank said, quote, "That bitch is guilty. She told me she did it. She was crying and said that things got out of control, and she shot him in the jaw." Unquote. Inmate blank then said Letecia's daughter and Gannon's little sister were walking the dog when it occurred. She said that when they got home, she panicked and shoved him in a suitcase. Inmate blank said she was driving around with him in the car, saw someone she knew and asked for help. The person she asked for help refused. Then blank said Stauch told her she tossed the suitcase off of a bridge. When we asked why did she do it, she said he had been acting up so he could go stay with his grandma. Inmate blank said that Stauch told her Gannon had also started a fire leading up to all of this so that she would send him to his grandma. And, that one, that's true. We know, and it wasn't found out until trial, if not the preliminary hearing, that he was shot in the jaw. And we had looked up, details of the date of that versus what was known at the time and stuff. I do believe she was talking. But anyway, no, Rosetta, it was not at that point. Let me look at it again. So this came out in June of 2021. Let me see something. That jaw detail wasn't, I don't think that was known until the trial, but just let me do a double check. So what are you guys going to get into tonight and this weekend? Preliminary hearing. Yeah, her preliminary hearing wasn't until September of 2021. Let's take a look at this together just so we know. And then I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you for being here and going through all, kind of talking about everything we went through. What a year it's been. And oh my God, I was thinking today, thinking about this video, Melissa's stop, drop, and roll videos. And my goodness, it's been a lot. Rosetta, I thought about that too. It would have been interesting if they called her as an inmate, or as a witness, but I guess they didn't need her. So I'm wondering if maybe not every detail lined up or something like that, and they felt the attorney had more room to say it's not accurate because this isn't accurate or that. I don't know. Hey, Booshie. She is special. Oh, RL, congrats. Baking and candy making, wrapping presents and getting over this relentless cold. I know, Shelly Bean. I cannot get over how hard the sickness I had hit me because usually they don't affect me like that. You know how when men get a cold and they can't get out of bed and stuff? That's how I was. No offense to the men. I'm just talking about the men in my life. Oh, Riley, that'll be fun. I need to wrap too. Okay. So just to look at this and double check what came out at the time. I remember the defensive wounds came out because it broke my heart. I just remember just crying and being so upset. The thought of him blocking her hits or whatever, So in September, it came out that his lower left jaw suffered a gunshot wound. He had a cracked skull and 18 injuries from a sharp object, including 2 stab wounds. But that is still, let's see, 4 months after this report. I'm not going to read this, you guys. I was going to, but I can't. I don't want to get into the details of what happened to Gannon. I don't like tying the research and the videos that are about Letecia and her time in jail, even though it is about she's there because of what she did to him. I do think that there is something to kind of letting him rest. And I don't want to, we've already looked really closely at everything that happened there. And, I wouldn't be against talking about it from time at some point, but I don't like tying it back to him. So we're just going to leave it there. And I'll share the link with you guys though. Let me put it in the chat just in case you're interested and you want to double check, research, check sources, whatever. Make that easier. Look at Boho's question. Y'all hear my dog right here. Oh my God. Is he okay? Sort of like our candle friend, but cannabis edibles. Yum. Oh, you did, Lariah? I've wanted to try those so bad. Yeah, Boho, absolutely. Hey, mods, can you click on her name? If you click on her name and press go to channel and grab the link and drop it. And also, will you grab Little Red's channel too for me, pretty please? Because I don't have hers in the bot yet either. And then, oh yeah, I guess I'm going to let you guys go. Oh, thank you, B Crumbs. Okay, so couple things. Jen and I have those last calls. I think we're going to do those tomorrow. I have a timeline for Stefan Stearns I want to go over with you guys, but not yet. I want to dig out some of the photos that came with the files, with all the things that they've released so far, and put together a couple other things. So that is coming. I don't know if it's going to be a live or a pre-recorded video. The calls are coming. Otherwise, I don't know when I'll be back getting ready for Christmas. I hope you guys are getting ready for Christmas, or, enjoying getting ready for Christmas. Honestly, just between us, I don't like it. I don't like Christmas. Not a fan. I don't enjoy it. I'm ready for it to be over, but I hope you guys enjoy it and have the best time. I do enjoy seeing the kids have, Bentley in the last couple months has asked me questions. He knows Santa's not real now. I don't know what clicked for him, but something did. And he was like, hey, this doesn't make sense. So that part of the magic is out of it. And then I enjoy watching him get things he likes, but we do that all the time. It's hard because after you suffer loss of people that you enjoy those holidays with, it's hard to enjoy them after. So I'm just ready for it to be over. And I'm a baby. Love you, Woofy. Because I know you guys have suffered even greater losses. And I'm so sorry. I'm thinking of you. All of you guys who have lost a child, a parent, so sorry. Me either, Allie. This year only for the littles because this will be their first real Christmas. Oh my gosh, Natasha, that is exciting. If there's anything I can do to help you, please let me know. Or the channel can help. I would love to. If there's anything you need, let me know. Hey, Tiff. Nothing's wrong. I'm good. We're just ending and I'm wrapping up and we were kind of talking about Christmas. And I'm an emotional person. I need to get it together, but yeah. Love and hugs to you, Larian. I just pretend to like it. Loss is a bitch. Oh, Artemis, I'm so sorry. I miss my dad. My birthday is the 26th. Wow, so one day after. Yeah, that's tough. Trenton's birthday is 3 days after, and that's tough. I can't imagine one day. Yeah, I'm all good though, you guys. I'm just, thankful to be here. Thankful my kids are happy and healthy. Thankful for you guys. And no, I didn't, Grammy Nene. Aw, love you back, Natasha. It is B Crumbs. Aw. All right, you guys. That's awesome, Tess. Okay, Tiff, I'll let her know. I have seen her earlier. She said she was going to try to be here, but she had something come up, so I'm so sorry, Creative Minds. All right, you guys. Oh, Patricia. I'm so sorry for all of you guys and your losses. I really am. Thank you, Grammy Nene. All right. I love and appreciate you guys. I truly do love you back, Tiff. Thank you guys for everything. And I hope you have a great night. Thank you for going through all of this with me. It has been a damn roller coaster, but honestly, I've enjoyed going through it with you guys and meeting a lot of you through this. And yeah, I'm thankful for you guys. So, all right, have a good night. Bye. Oh, wait, I can't. I'm going to do the Christmas one again. All right, bye.
Oh.